Blessings, y'all. In this corner boxing 24. Good evening, good evening. How's everyone doing this evening? Hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing pretty good on this side as always. God is great. God is good, and I definitely can't complain. So, my man, Jerron Ennis, he's now 30 wins in, 27 knockouts, no losses. It's funny how people who really don't know boxing, don't really have a clue about boxing, they might like it, something to look at. It's exciting, but they really don't know the ins and outs of boxing. Will write somebody off just like that. Be critical of a fighter that they really don't know nothing about and that they seen for the first time. And I experienced this with people. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen posts since yesterday on different websites, on different channels, on YouTube, and different people that I've talked to who just don't understand boxing. As much as I explain it, they still don't understand. So, as we know, or maybe some of you don't know, Jerron Ennis went into the fight last night with the fighter from the Ukraine, Karen Chukhadzhian. I can't pronounce his name right. Jimmy Lennon Jr. was pronouncing his name right, I guess, but I can't pronounce it. But he fought last night on the 10 card. He was the co-main event. Kareem is his name, or Karen. 21-1 with 11 KOs. He was on a knockout and a fight streak his last 19 fights. And Boots didn't knock him out. So a lot of people had critical things to say about Boots. He's overhyped. He got exposed. These are the words coming out of people's mouth last night. He got exposed. Let's deal with exposed. How did he get exposed? Because I was expecting a stoppage too. But because he didn't get a stoppage, he got exposed. How do you get exposed when you win every single round? Somebody please explain that to me. The only way I can get exposed is if there were close rounds and I was getting hit and I got hurt, and when it came time for the decision, I really didn't know if I won or I lost. Or, the fans was like, oh man, so-and-so won, so-and-so lost. That's how I get exposed. Or if I got hit with crazy shots and I just got outpointed the whole fight. But that didn't happen. He won every single round. So I'm trying to figure out, where does that word come in? See how easy we just use words and don't even know how to put them in a proper context? So he's overhyped. Why? Because he didn't get a knockout in one fight out of 30? Or 3 fights now total out of 30? I got 30 fights and 27 knockouts, and I'm overhyped? Please explain that to me. Tank fought last night. He got a TKO. Wasn't a knockout. Hector Garcia couldn't come back out because he said he couldn't see. Okay, he got a TKO. Different from a knockout. A TKO is technical knockout. If somebody doesn't come back out for the round, that can be considered a stoppage, but it's technical, all right? But at the end of the day, Tank was 27-0 with 25 knockouts before last night. Now he's 28-0 with 26 knockouts, but the point is, he got people he didn't knock out too. 2 of his fights didn't end in a knockout, right? Okay, so because Boots is of the status that he's in, which doesn't change after last night, and because people wanted to see a knockout or they wanted to see more. But what could he really give you with a guy that's moving around the ring like that, from just utilizing the whole ring and not engaging, which I think was a plan coming into the fight. The way that looked, he looked like he could have did that for 15 rounds, just moving around the ring like that. So that tells me that that was their plan. We're not going to let this up and coming boxer who everybody is talking about, he's on everybody's lips, a guy that's trying to challenge the top tier, Bud Crawford and Errol Spence. We're not going to let him knock us out. We're going to move, and see if we can catch him in between the movement. We can catch him here or there and make him look like his defense is suspect. But we're going to move. We ain't going to let him get us. We definitely ain't going to let him knock us out, no matter what. Survival mode. That's what he did. And the Europeans, that style over there, Ukraine and Russia, all those places, they fight like that anyway. That's their style. They move around a lot. Okay, but he really perfected that. And his defense was okay too, because he was able to, move like that. And then there was times that he was able to evade some punches. He did. All right? Because it's hard to get set and it's hard to really catch somebody that's moving like that. So maybe it was just more the movement than the defense, but at the end of the day, it has nothing to do, it takes nothing away from Jerome Boots Ennis, because now he went 12 rounds in a professional fight. And guess what? This ain't going to be the last fight that he may go 12 rounds. Pardon me. He may go 12 rounds with somebody else and just totally outpoint them, totally outbox them. It is what it is. That's boxing. You're not going to knock everybody out. A dude could look like this guy, look like, oh man, he's a little dude, he's small. Man, he's going to knock that dude out. Everybody is not going to be knocked out. They may look insignificant, they may look small, they may look weak, but everybody is not going to be knocked out. That dude, I'll tell you one thing, I'll give him some credit, because he took some shots from Boots that maybe the next person would have got stopped. They would have got knocked out. I think the dude got a sturdy chin. That's what I think. He took a few shots, man. He took a bunch of shots where I was like, damn, he took that? So he definitely got a chin. He definitely knows how to take a shot. But to see the critique of people on YouTube and all these channels, man, some of these channels I'm not going to name, trying to question him, and now it's, oh man. But see, here's the thing. Errol Spence and Crawford could look at that fight, and they could look at it one or two ways. They could say, if they smart, they'll say, nah, styles make fights. I ain't falling for that. He get in there with me, different ball game. Or they could follow the lead, follow the trend, follow the leader, and say, he couldn't get that dude out of there? Yo, I would have smashed that dude. Yo, bring Boots to me. I want that fight next. It's your choice. If you smart, you go with the first analogy. But if you dumb and you think you want that smoke, you'll go with the second. Don't do it to yourself. I mean, I want you to do it because I want Boots to shine. So I want you to fight him, Bud Crawford or Spence. And to you fanboys out there, keep making these comments about he don't call out Crawford. Listen, man. He calling out Spence more. He calls them out equally, if you want to be honest. But his priority is Spence, because why? Spence has 3 belts. He's unified champion. Why not go after him first, as opposed to a champion that has 1 belt? So yeah, I'm going to call out the man with 3, because I want to get them 3 belts. then I could always call out the next man after that fight and get the one. Just like Crawford, he got one and he want to get the three, right? Just makes sense. Why would I go for the one when I could get the three? But if the three is not available or won't make itself available, yes, we will fight the fighter with the one belt. So he calls out both of them equally. So stop the nonsense. Ortiz, Stanionis, Rashidi Ellis, Keith Thurman on down the line. He wants them all. But they want the top tier. You already know this. Okay? So congratulations to Boots, his team, Bozy Ennis, Coach L. Congratulations to the whole team, to the family on a great win. Shutout. Got the interim belt. Peace and blessings to y'all in this corner box of 24. Everybody be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace.